Hello everybody and welcome back to Hunter Call of the Wild, the hunt for gold. We are in the Yukon going after those grizzly bars. And I tell you, it has been a long walk down here. This is going to be my public service announcement. If you own, maybe if you don't even own it, I'll have to check. The new expansion, Mexico, North Mexico, it's messed up the Yukon and Silver Ridge's peaks where you can only fast travel to this location in the Yukon. So to get down here to our happy hunting grounds, we had to take the quad all the way down there from here. So we're arriving later in the morning than I would like to, but so it goes. I hope the devs will have that patched pretty quick. That seems to me to be a very fundamental part of the game. I mean, it's only 2 maps. I think it's Yukon and Silver Ridge's Peak, so it's only 2 maps. But at the end of the day, it is a little, it breaks the immersion, you know. It is odd to think that the introduction of the North Mexico map impacted either of those 2 maps, Silver Ridge's Peaks or Yukon, but I suppose it's the coding that they had in the... You know, we complained just a little bit that the North Mexico map, Campo de Aero, I think is what they call it. They don't have fast travel spawns in the east, in the hinterlands and the mountains. They don't have fast travel points there. They have a ton in the west, in the desert. I think they have like 3 or 4 per, you know, quadrant. And what do I mean by quadrant? You see how this is called the river basin and this is the wetlands, and geez, can we not even see the others? Why can't we see the others? I don't know, but anyway, it's got like 3 or 4 fast travel points like this one does. This one's got 1 here, it's got 1 here, 1 there. You know, this area has a lot of fast travel points to it. Same out here. You have this one, you have this one, there's one over here, 1 all the way out there. So this is pretty, you know, they're pretty evenly spaced out in most of these maps, but the one in Mexico, there's a definite lack of spawning points in the east. And there's a part of me that thinks that they know they messed up on that and they want to fix it, and that's why the Yukon and Silver Ridge Peaks, that's why they have an issue, is because they were working on North Mexico. Did anybody see that? Did anybody see that? It was like out of a cartoon. There was an animal. It was an animal that like pooped its head up over here somewhere. There it is. Oh, you see him? It's moose. It's moose. It's a bunch of girl moose. I hope. If it was a bunch of bears taking off, I'll be heartbroken. But it looked like there were 2 or 3 of them. I think it was moose. Check these feet prints here. Yeah, it was moose. And a cartoon, like I meant like it was just so funny that her head just, oh, maybe it was caribou. Okay, not moose, it was caribou. He just poked his little head out there. He just came out of nowhere. That's funny. They're all here. There's a bunch of them too. Yeah, it's a drinking. That's why we got up so early. I was trying to get out here at 6 a.m. to get the bears while they were drinking, but by the time I walked all the way down here, I don't think I'm going to see them. Not out here drinking, at least. That was the plan, is to walk along the beach like this. See him out there on that island, that bare island. My brain keeps taking me back to that one time we saw that 63. For whatever reason, I decided to shoot through his friggin' neck and shoulder into his lung when I should have all the way around the side and tried to pop him. Maybe I did go around the side, but I startled him because I pulled out the tent. And to me, it doesn't sound like the tent makes that much noise when you pull it out, but it makes an insane amount. Because every time I pulled that tent out, when I've just been remotely close to an animal, like they're the caribou we scared off, they just take off like a shot. I can't remember how it went down. I think I took the shot on him. He was the only 63 bear I had ever seen. I was so excited. So excited. Because as you know, we have been hunting these bears for a very, very, very long time. They are the last. They are the last animal we need for the hunt for gold. I mean, now that we have Campo de Oro, we have the Mexican bobcat gold we need to get. But as far as the old world, you know, that was the last one we needed, man. Last one we needed. These caribou here, I think I'm going to keep spooking them. Those over there, I think we're okay with. Is that a bear? No, that was just a dark caribou. This is another group. This is another group up here, I bet. That's why I'm seeing another, yeah, drinking zone. Well, it's good to know if we're back into caribou. Look at how many of them there are out here. There's 2, 3 over there. There's 2, 3 over there. Just looking for a bear. Just looking for a bar. A big old grizzly bar. Yep, pushing those caribou again. That's a good looking caribou right there. There's an episode of Meat Eater where he takes this guy from Wisconsin that hunts deer like all the time. Dude has like 30 deer hanging up on his wall. You know, and I would think that after a bit you'd stop taxidermying them, you know. But he's got like 30 up there, which means he probably has taken 90 in his lifetime. But they take him up to Alaska and they let him shoot a caribou. And the dude gets so emotional about it. I should have brought that smaller scope, man. I thought that was a bear, but that's just a daddy moose right there. He's gigantic. But this scope here, you can't back out enough to kind of see what you're doing. Like you gotta see the animal and know exactly where he's at to get this scope to work. Got them all coming back over here. I'm gonna spook them again. Spook them again. They're gonna take off running. But they take him up there to shoot a caribou, and the dude has like a existential experience when he shoots the caribou because it's so much bigger, you know, than a deer, and it's got so much more. I wouldn't say like a life vitality or stamina or constitution. Like it's just a much larger animal. The dude just is like, he's taken back by how beautiful the animal is. The first time he sees a caribou, like a decent one, he's in rifle range, but he doesn't even reach for his rifle. He just watches the animal. He just thinks it's beautiful. I think it's pretty cool. Steve mentions a couple of times, you know, people say, how do you shoot the animal and then how do you love the animal at the same time? And he said it's like living with a paradox, you know, like, because it's kind of like a doctor, where a doctor runs across a patient that's terminal and the patient's suffering. You know, part of the doctor is do no harm. and always try to save the patient and always try to prolong their life. But, you know, the same doctor might also have the stance of, well, what's quality of life? Should it be prolonged if it's very low? If there's severe pain or if there's burden to loved ones, emotional burden, not like physical or financial, but the emotional burden to a loved one. You know, but then it gets into that gray area, stuff like dementia and such, like where do you draw the line? But I think that's what Steve meant by he said living with paradox. Like, how do you justify? I mean, because we teach our kids, you know, to stand up for yourself, but not to be a bully, not to hit people, not hurt. You know, to try to talk out your feelings and work through problems. You know, we celebrate our military and what they do, and it's very violent and it's very aggressive, and they really don't talk at all. You know, we have the diplomatic corps for that. It's an interesting take. I think what I'm going to do is, even though it's a little bit, what is that? I saw an animal calling me. Where am I at? Okay, I'm almost back up here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw down the tent, and I'm going to try to sleep until the next morning at about 6 a.m. because I really, really, really want to be out here when the bears are out here in the morning. I do not want to go back up into that mess, and I do not want to chase after them. I have done that. It doesn't end well. Mainly because I get impatient and I start running after them, and then they start getting bumped, and then it's just me chasing them, them getting bumped, and it just doesn't end well. I'd much rather have a nice ambush shot on a bear. Just ambush it. I'm trying to track it. There's a bear right there. 63, are you kidding? 63, right there. Just right there. Come on, boo-boo. Well, it looks like I'm going to do that thing I don't want to do. It looks like I'm going to go chasing after the damn thing. That wasn't a good shot. And that's what I'm saying, is that he was down here drinking. Let me look at that. Look at that drinking spot there. That's for bears. That's for moose. Probably Quinn duck. There's a grizzly bear. From 3:30 in the morning to 7:30 in the morning, and it's 8. Yeah, so he was loitering. There's the moose. I wonder, do you think we could get him to come back? Where's my call at? There it is. Do you think we could get him to come back, or do you think he hung it up? Now, I'm not going to get tricked. I'm not going to get tricked. I see these bear prints right there, but because that guy was the last one we targeted with the binos, we should be able to just follow his feet print. Should be up here. There they are. I should say his tracks are going to be up here. They're going to be marked in blue, so that way I'm not going to get confused. He ran up the side of that mountain there. What usually happens is that they'll run up the side of this mountain. This is the end of the game here. So they turn this south and they run along this south ridge, and it's huge pain in the butt. Especially these mountains. One of the things I hate is that because you're at like this 45-degree tilt, you have to tilt your head 45 degrees so that you're like lined up with the terrain. It's all around bad. Facing them up into the mountains here, all around bad. And the only reason why I'm doing this is because this guy clocked in at 63, and I think it's 62.8. I think it's 62.8 or 61.8 for gold on these grizzly bears. Like, you really have to. I mean, it is the cream of the crop. You know what I mean? Like, it's the best of the best. Those are the only. You only get it's only the best bears that get you gold. I could not imagine doing diamond on this. Could not even imagine that. Now, I've done it before. I've done it before where I've kind of went after a bear like this, and I pulled him back. If you remember that one video, it was a mama bear or something. But we spooked her out of a resting zone, right? Like, she was supposed to be resting in an area. We spooked her out of it, and then we put our butt up against the wall. We started calling, and she came in right next to us. We were using that 10 gauge slug lever action shotgun. Remember that? Here comes Highball. He's got to get into this mess. Our wind is not going anywhere near this bear. I'm just going to go ahead and do it. Just imagine if this game, if they charged you the price, the real price. I think it's either $300 or $30 a squirt of that stuff, because they sell it for like $2,000 or $1,000 or something. Just imagine if it costs 15 bucks like it does in real life. You'd have so much more money to spend on things. I think I want the snow to come in. I think I do, because the bears, they're these big black dots. And with against the snow, I think it's so much easier to see them. I'm feeling good about this hunt. I'm feeling relaxed. I'm feeling rested. I'm feeling okay. A lot of bears up here. I don't see my next blue track though, which is a little concerning. Where's my next blue track? He's going up this way. Right, yeah, pointed up this way. He ran straight up this mountain here. There. It's not a track, but it's poo. I'll take that. See what I'm saying? Like, because we're on the side of this hill now, like when you look off down that way, it's at an angle. I don't like that. I'm already tilting my head to try to compensate. Alright, let's find our guy here. Where did he go? Did he go down the mountain like those bear did? Did he go straight? Where's our next blue? Where's our next blue set of prints at? I don't think that's our guy. I'll go have a look, but I don't think it's our guy. We need to get the other lens. 63, that is our guy right there. Oh, he's down right there. That's a vital organ hit. Oh, man. Got another one over there. 57. Folks, man, if this is it, if this is it, if this is our goal after all that time and it just walked up the side of the mountain, come on. Oh, oh man. Oh, jeez, Lou freaking Eve, man. That's a beautiful bear. That is a beautiful bear. Gold is 60.8. He was 62.3. Wow. Wow. Holy crap. Holy crap. Huh. Thank you. I want to say thank you to everybody who followed along with that series. We'll get the Mexican Bobcat. We'll throw him in there too. Why not? But if you've been following along from the beginning, you know that that was very... Oh man, I can't believe it was that easy. That's amazing. That feels great. Let's go put him in the frickin'... Let's go put him in the trophy lodge. Here's the bad thing. I think it's the second one. Here's the bad thing. I got mad because I couldn't find that gold grizzly, so I quit. And I made a video where I was like, here we are, folks. We're done. This is it. And I went and I put all the animals up that we had. Put all the animals up that we had from the other hunts, right? And I can't remember exactly what they were. I can't. Is that him? I think this is our gold, or our, yeah, this is the guy. He's a 60.7 and gold is 60.8. So with this guy, I was like, that's it. I'm done. There he is. There's our gold level bear, but he's not. He's silver. Let's go ahead and get this guy out of here. What do you do? Oh, trophy. There is our, there's our guy. You know what? I don't think we're going to do the scary pose. We're going to do a Pooh Bear pose. There we go. Gold level grizzly bear. Warthog, that wasn't one that I put up. The musk deer wasn't one I put up. Oh, it had to have been the new guys. It had to have been the... Oh, hey, I don't think I have put up the new guys. The ones from from North Mexico. Yeah, I don't think I put those up yet. The different rabbit and the coyote. No, it wasn't coyote. What was it? It was rabbit and something else. I can't remember. Let's see if I can't go find the animal that I put up. Was it you? Wild boar? Maybe wild boar. Maybe. There have been so many. The mallard, the bear. Oh, the ibex. Yeah. Red fox there. Reindeer. Oh, it was caribou. It was caribou. That was one of the ones we needed. It was caribou. That was one of the ones that we took out. And I think I put him somewhere down on this side of the hunting lodge. I remember putting him up and being like, oh, he doesn't look like super duper. You know what? I think there's a place right here. There is. The pheasant. This is the male. Yeah, look at that. Just like that. Just like that. Beautiful. So there's a pheasant in. Is there a place right here for the bunny rabbit to go? I think there is. Well, this is the pig. This is the jackrabbit, and that's the turkey, the Rio Grande turkey. So let's put that in. Oh, adorable. Look at those big old ears. There's air conditionings, right? Like that's how they get rid of excess heat. It's through their ears. There's a beautiful turkey. Look at that. The blue on his face and the red. I think they changed that color based on if they're pissed or not, or if they're like mating. Do we have anything that can go in here? Yeah, we'll put the piggy in there. He's not gonna be very like photogenic. Oh, why is your tush? See, this was the problem we had. There it is. Rotate left and right. There we go. Nobody wants to see your tushy. Oh, I kind of get the Wilbur vibe. I can talk. I don't need to squeak or squawk. If I want to say something, I open up and talk. Those of you, I told my kids, I was like, we're going to watch Charlotte's Web, like one of the last days of school. Like, we're watching Charlotte's Web, and I put on the 1988 Charlotte's Web, and all the kids were like, what the crap is this? And I was like, it's Charlotte's Web. What do you mean? What is this? And they were like, I have never, ever seen this before. And I was like, you've never seen Charlotte's Web? And they're like, no, we have. We've just never seen this version of it. So I was taken back. I was like, how was that possible? Where is that caribou? I was very underwhelmed. I was very underwhelmed by the caribou. I put him up and I was like, he does not look like a gold level animal. I think maybe he's downstairs in the back. Hold on. I think he's downstairs in that back wall. I remember looking at, hey buddy. I remember looking at him and, oh, there's the feral pig from, all the pigs should be together, right? We should have a pig room. I remember putting up that caribou and just kind of lamenting that it didn't look as good as some of the other gold level antlered species. But now for the life of me, I cannot figure out where I put him. Is that him there? Oh my god, I think that's, yeah, it is. Yeah, okay, well now that I'm looking at it again, that's actually pretty good. That's actually pretty good. That's really pretty. Okay, so there you go. The only thing we have now, the last species again, is the Mexican bobcat, and we're going to be able to sync that. I don't think that's going to be a problem at all. But there we go. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for being with me, man. Like finishing off this game by doing the hunt for gold. Like I told myself, I was like, that means the game is beat. You know, having a gold level of every single species. That means that the game is locked in. And we're so close to being done with that. That grizzly bear today just ran right in front of us, walked up the side of a mountain, shot him in the side. He died in front of us. You know, like, after all that, it's almost like, you know, you're looking for someone to date, you know, and You look and you look and you look, and then finally you just give up, and boom, right there in front of you, yeah, there she is. Anyway, have a great day, folks. Thank you again for being with me. Bye bye.